NES Godzilla Creepypasta /C Hapter 5 Entropy.
Part 1. The original game, the sixth world, was Pluto. Ironically, despite being the smallest planet, Pluto was the largest and most diverse world in the game. Entropy had a different layout, but was similarly huge and diverse.
Hugeness and diversity shown here.
Yes, as you can see from the squares
And the mushroom clouds and the whiter mushroom clouds and hourglasses and the trash cans.
It's quite a lovely world they have here. It's just like Godzilla.
Just like Godzilla.
Just like Godzilla.
Remember the mushroom clouds and the trash cans?
The hourglasses and everything?
Yes.
The board music was played by a violin instrument. A violin instrument!
A violin instrument, yes.
We had the piano-like instrument earlier.
Yeah, now it's a violin instrument. It's a violin instrument as opposed to like a violin fucking nail clipper.
Yeah, you have to clarify, you don't want to confuse anyone.
Yeah.
So the board music was played by a violin instrument, a melody that started out sounding mournful, and then it gets rather, I guess I'd call it distorted. It made me feel depressed and unnerved, not something I would want to hear while trying to sleep. Was this fucking Evanescence? Started out sounding mournful, and then it got distorted.
Maybe. Oh, that's another creepy thing, though. Evanescence came out in the 90s. This game was made in the 80s.
No!
Oh! How can you see into my eyes? Like open doors!
Wake me up! Wake me outside! I can't stop reading this creepypasta!
You almost sounded like Jerry Seinfeld for a bit there. Wake me up!
I can't wake up!
You should be the rapping guy for that song. Save me!
It was just fucking Elaine and Jerry Seinfeld.
We gotta get fucking Julia Louis-Dreyfus
Yeah.
and Jerry Seinfeld on the fucking hook for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want a Seinfeld reunion. I just want that.
I just want an Evanescence cover.
Yeah. Or, well, I want them to reunite to do an Evanescence cover.
Yeah.
Get fucking, get Jason Alexander and, Michael Richards to be the rhythm section.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Strangely, none of the levels from the previous worlds were present here. Instead, there were 8 brand new icons. The bosses this time were Megalon,
Mm-hmm.
Batra, I guess. Brawtrot, and Mechagodzilla.
Okay, we got some interesting creatures here. We got a dinosaur, we got a drill dinosaur, and we got a moth.
Dinosaur.
Mothosaurus Rex. Yay.
Didn't Mothosaurus Rex sell fucking macaroni and cheese or some shit? Back in the 90s?
Probably. Back in the 90s!
Oh my god!
This is the 80s!
It keeps happening! It keeps happening!
The Cheezosaurus Rex!
I have nothing to add there.
It's too beautiful.
As usual, the first thing I did was go to the quiz level for another interrogation from Face. Because let's just get this shit out of the way in the chapter. But when I got there...
No, excuse me. But when I got there...
Oh, yes, but when I got there, I noticed something different. Instead of the usual goofy Ghidorah music, it was the password thing.
It was a Guitar Hero 1, D0, Resident Assistant.
Resident Apple.
Resident Apple. Core.
Resident Apple 4
Core.
Revelations.
The music change seemed to be intentional because after the first two questions at the start, the quiz started to take on a darker tone.
Okay, here we go. It's quiz time.
Gonna get dark and spoopy. Quiz 3. Do you like ice cream? Answer, yes. Reaction, weird face number 1.
So
Tongue sticking out.
yeah, and this is from what I remember, this is the only time this face is ever used. That's what that's what he said in an earlier chapter. They only use this face for this question.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Do you like clowns? Answer, yes. Reaction, weird face 10.
That's a clown.
Okay, hey, yeah, clowns. Ah, you like me? Hey, I'm a clown.
Honk honk.
I'm lonely. 3. Is time slipping through your fingers? Answer, yes. Reaction, weird face 2. Is time with your hands? Native American, stone face, you kill my buffalo.
This looks like something in the background of Choaniki.
4. Do you have any regrets? Yes. Reaction, hurt.
I think it's this one.
I think that looks just like Johnny Cash. 5. Do some people deserve to die? Answer, no. Reaction, weird face 3. Oh, this is wrong. Deserve to die?
Well,
no.
angels for one thing.
Yes. I do believe anything that comes out of Serge Tankian's mouth.
Why wouldn't you?
6. Is it safe to go out at night? Answer, yes. Reaction, weird face number 5. Not when that guy's around.
What's the point of this shit?
The guy he's stalling for ideas. The guy who wrote this, he's just stalling for fucking ideas. 7. Do you find it hard to sleep at night? Answer, yes. Reaction, weird face 9.
What? Why?
Because
what?
ninja.
What? Why? Though? Why though?
Maybe because, like, if you reverse a ninja face, he would just have, like, a black thing over his eyes. I forget what they fucking call them, but when they cover up, they wear a mask to cover up their eyes so they can sleep better.
Yeah.
8. Have you ever killed anyone? No. Reaction, weird face 7.
That upsides my down.
Do you want to kill anyone? Answer, no. Reaction, angry. Why don't you want to kill anyone, man?
That makes me slap my ruler.
10. Are you actually accomplishing anything with this fucking creepypasta? Fuck no!
Reaction, weird face 4. Your French dad is displeased. What is that bullshit on your computer?
11. Does life have any real meaning? Answer, no. Reaction, love.
Love is the meaning, man. This
Need.
right here, this is the meaning.
Totally.
All you need is love.
Yeah, my life feels so...
Da.
My life feels so fulfilled right now. Looking at that. Oh yeah, that hits the spot, man. I don't need anything else. Do you like Mothra? Answer, no. Reaction, maniacal.
Oh, we gotta get the screen cap
Of
of
course.
the Mothra question.
We need more of these. These are the most interesting screenshots.
Yeah.
I knew that last one was going to be a gameplay-related question, but I had no idea what the result would be. I answered honestly because, as I said before, I never liked Mothra. Nobody liked playing as Mothra in this game, and there was a good reason for that. Every other time Mothra gets hit, she gets slammed back to the left corner of the screen, and she sucks at fighting because her attacks are so weak. The only benefit Mothra had was being able to fly over obstacles in some levels. So I answered no, and Face actually replied back to me, not only with the maniacal expression, but with text. Too bad. So I was taken back to the map screen, and I was shocked to see that Godzilla and Angry Ass has disappeared from the board. Has disappeared.
Has disappeared. Yeah, way to have your fucking, like, plurals proper there,
Yeah.
fuckwit.
Leaving only Mothra. Face had just fucked me over. Needless to say, I was pissed. But there wasn't anything I could do, and I'm willing to bet even if I had said yes, I would have been stuck with Mothra anyway. Face giveth, and face taketh away.
All you've got is Moth. Moth is all you got.
I took a deep breath and got ready to explore. There were 2 paths I could take through the board, and I decided to take the lower one. This turned out to be a good choice for reasons I'll get to momentarily. The first world ahead of me was a forest, so I started there.
No, wait, the first world ahead me of.
Ahead me of.
Ahead me of.
The first world ahead me of.
The first world ahead me of.
The first world ahead me of was a forest, so I started there. Almost immediately, I got an eerie feeling. There was something about this level that just seemed off to me, even more than the previous ones. Perhaps it was the pitch black background. That seems totally normal for a fucking NES game. Maybe not for this, but it's pretty fucking... It's fucking pitch... Even when you're fighting the other monsters, it's pitch black background, right? They don't have fucking buildings that get knocked over or anything, like in a fucking Godzilla movie. It's just fucking... Here's you and another monster just fighting in blank empty space. Have fun. Anyway, perhaps it was a pitch black background. I've always been afraid of being in a forest at night. Something about all those trees makes me feel surrounded and vulnerable. Ah, not the trees! Ah, the trees hurt my eyes! Ah!
That's seriously all it is. That's the least unnerving thing ever.
Those are just some shitty looking trees.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking, like, 10-year-old painted that shit. And then the guy put Mothra in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good painting, kid. Can I use that for my NES creepypasta? I'll put Mothra in it.
Wow, cool, mister! But it was not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I was stuck as Mothra didn't help. Playing the game's previous worlds as Godzilla gave me a feeling of bravery somehow. Because we played a little bit of this for one of our NES 6-packs, and Godzilla didn't give me a feeling of bravery.
He gave me a feeling of nausea.
Yeah, but being in control of the king of the monsters, I'd be able to handle just about anything in my way. But it's not like that with Mothra. No feeling of strength or security. Now I'm just a weak, easily overwhelmed bug traversing into the unknown. Back to the level. The music had new instruments, sounding like woodwinds, followed by slow, rhythmic drums and chiming bells. Gave me this feeling that I was intruding into some dangerous place I really should not be.
Fuck, like, that sounds like fucking Leprechaun music. Happy St. Patty's Day!
Yeah! After a while, I encountered the first enemies of the stage. Or at least I assumed they were enemies. I just killed them anyway. They might have been people, but hey, fuck people. They were strange, long-legged, deer-like creatures. This is gonna look great.
I can't.
Instead of attacking, they were just idly walking around. I went to approach them, and they ran away.
Oh god, the fucking chicken deer. They look like scythes with legs.
Thought about shooting one with an eye beam to see what would happen, but it seemed wrong. These creatures were harmless, so I passed over them and continued through the level like a good moral human being. Don't eat animals, kids.
Fucking
or kill them.
The pacifist run of Godzilla Monster of Monsters.
Yeah. This is the, it's like how they did the PETA's version of Pokemon Black and Blue. This is a PETA version of Godzilla. That's what this guy's playing.
I heard penis version of Pokemon when you said that at first instead of PETA. And I was thinking, yeah, you know, that the first reaction I had was, yeah, that ROM hack probably does exist.
Gotta catch them all.
And I imagine I've played it.
Gotta catch them all in all of your orifices.
Yeah.
About halfway through, I encountered groups of the deer-like animals, and also 2 new creatures. A sloth-like creature with a beak climbing on a tree, and hairy raptor-esque beasts that were preying on the deer. It was very surreal watching these creatures interact. I didn't feel like I was playing a video game, but rather that I was traveling through a forest in some other dimension. Like, a forest in a video game. Or something. The creatures ignored me for the most part, although the raptors did attack me when I got too close, or if I attacked them first. I know I shot one of them to help one of the deer creatures escape. I got clawed at, but confrontation was easily avoided by flying up to the top of the screen.
Like a big, big sissy bitch.
Yeah, it was great.
Those are some forest rangers right there.
Yeah, that was great. Good job, buddy.
What the fuck is with that koala?
It's a sloth. It's a sloth-like creature with a beak.
That's not a beak. That's like a fucking anus or something.
Well, in this guy's world, anuses and beaks are basically the same thing.
Oh, God. Look at this next image, by the way. That's great. That's beautiful.
It's that a bare-faced guy eating ice cream.
Yeah, it's a bare-faced guy licking a lollipop.
A lollipop.
That makes it a lot less absurd.
Yeah.
Anyway.
After that, I had to choose whether I wanted to play the levels with the hourglass or a TV screen. I picked the latter. What I got was not at all what I expected. It was this bullshit! When I pressed the button to start a level on the TV screen like I normally would, the screen with an animation popped up. There was also music in the background, which was the goofy Ghidorah music. Guitar Hero 1, D0, Resident Apple, that used to be playing in the quiz levels. I was somewhat unsettled by this because it was just so strange, and because I'm so very easily unsettled.
I know, does this guy, like, walk down the street and see, I don't know, a fucking, like, empty Coke can on the sidewalk and just marvel at the horrors that the universe has to offer?
No! I wasn't expecting to see that Coke can there! Not today! Not today!
It wasn't there yesterday!
I was somewhat unsettled by this because it was just so strange. I also found it a bit spooky because I had a shirt that looked just like that when I was a kid. When as a kid.
Did this guy's melting down grammatically. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice to see.
Well, that's because this game is just so scary. After starting the animation, you could go back to the board by pressing any button. After that, because you have to tell us, of course, we really give a shit about all the little details. After that, I had no what to expect.
Oh, God.
Of the rest of these icons.
I had no what to expect. We have a lot of what to expect. Every time we see one of your fucking pictures, we have a lot of what to deal with.
We have a lot of what to expect.
God damn it. This is the best creepypasta ever written.
Oh, yeah.
And this shithead can't remember to put all the words in his sentences.
I went to try an hourglass icon next. I was somewhat relieved when an actual level came up. Look at all the time we've wasted! The stupid fucking creepypasta! And these stupid fucking screenshots! And these stupid fucking quiz levels!
I don't think that's an hourglass. I think it's a blender. They're gonna teach us how to make our own copy of this game. Now you get a blender and you put dookie and urine and vomit
and lots of clocks
and
for all the
bile
time that you wasted.
And then you grind it up and it goes. And then you got a copy of this game in your blender.
And then you take that smoothie and you stick it in the freezer overnight. And then you get the creepypasta version of Godzilla. Just solidifies as like a fucking NES cartridge in your freezer.
You gotta have a mold for it.
Yeah. It was certainly an unorthodox looking level. All brown with time measuring instruments floating in the air and blenders for some reason.
Time measuring instruments, also known as clocks!
What are those? And there's a gigantic grandfather time measuring instrument in the background. The music was the same as the board screen.
Like, I'll grant you, most of those look like stopwatches, but just time measuring instruments.
Yeah.
Just say like stopwatches and shit.
Violin instruments, piano instruments, time measuring instruments.
Just overwrite the fuck out of it, why don't you?
And very early on the level, I encountered something else I didn't expect to see. Original enemies from the game!
Wow, look at these airplanes coming out
of the tanks,
that's crazy!
Missiles, Oh my god!
Oh, look at that! Is that like a fucking potato with?
It's a fucking taco with the rocket jet.
Talk-rocket.
It's a
talk-it.
Yeah.
A tacar-rocket.
And not just that, it seemed to be a whole fleet of them. And the yellow tanks, which were normally immobile, could now move. I took some damage, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. But the most interesting thing about this level was the colored hourglass items. Wow, fascinating.
Oh god, those are interesting.
So
if that's the most
incredibly
interesting
compelling.
thing in your level, you should stop making video games.
Just riveting. There were 3 of these. A blue hourglass that made time slow down and fill the level with enemies from the past. A red hourglass that made time speed up and fill the level with enemies from the future. A green hourglass that set time to the normal speed and filled the level with vomit. And the original game enemies.
Okay, that's a good
Wow.
screenshot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a better screenshot. What the fuck? Okay, we got. Let's look at the fucking enemy lineup.
Triceratops is there.
Triceratops. We got Mammoth, the fucking Mammoth from like Ice Age.
Yeah.
We've got Space Worm.
Space Eve, a space shrimp.
Yeah. We got Fish Cockroach. We've got fucking Bird from like the Flintstones, and we've got other Space Worm. Woo.
What a menagerie of creatures. I encountered the blue hourglass first. As stated, the game started to slow down, and I saw the enemies from the past, which were 5 different types of prehistoric animals. I don't know much about prehistory, but I made these sprites anyway, because fuck it. Because I had that idea, and I just wanted to fucking deal with it, okay? But I believe all of these enemies represent real animals, I think. I drew them that way, so I don't know. What do you think they look like? Fuck you. The level went into another segment, and I encountered the green hourglass, and then I fought the original enemies again. It was the same 5 types, so I didn't take any screenshots, but in the last segment, I encountered the red hourglass and the enemies that must have been from the future. Future!
Here we go. We're gonna see this guy's idea of where evolution is gonna take us.
Now, whether or not the game was showing me 8-bit renditions of creatures that will actually exist thousands of years into Earth's future, I have no idea.
I would say it probably wasn't.
Probably not. But with that thought in mind, I found this particular segment to be very eerie. And it was made more tense because everything moved faster.
Oh god, this is gonna be so great.
Everything moved at future speed.
Oh man, I almost don't want to scroll down because it's gonna
The
be...
suspense, man.
Yeah.